Alright folks, in this video we're going to look at user benchmarks benches for the Ryzen 9 5900X versus the i9 10900K. Now I will actually have real live video gaming benchmarks here in the future, as I plan to get this one and quite a few new 5000 Ryzen CPUs. So let's take a look at this. Now, price, it's probably going to be pretty similar. Somewhere in here, the 5900X may drop down lower. Who knows? And this could be short-lived advantage by AMD. As you know, Intel 11th Gen is right around the corner, and I'm sure they were just waiting to see what AMD would come out with, which kind of delayed what they put out. I have no doubt that Intel can somewhat boost where they are. There's no doubt in my mind that they will have a superior chip to AMD when 11th Gen comes out, but that's not what we're here to talk about. What we're here to talk about is 10th Gen. So this guy on the left here, 10 cores, 20 threads at 3.7 gigahertz, and the 5900X, 12 cores, 24 threads, 3.7 gigahertz. So right off the bat, it's like, whoa, that, not a huge difference there, but it makes you, start to slant to the right. You're expecting more out of these guys. So of course the 5900X is not out yet in stores. Only those lucky few that AMD trusts to give them a good review. I'll say it seems a lot of them are Intel haters. That's why AMD has not sent my channels one of their CPUs to review, because we probably would have found a reason to like Intel over it. Alright, so what else on here, folks? Well, neither one of these come with a CPU cooler, which is probably a good thing, right? I plan on using one of my massive Noctua CPU coolers with the 5900X. Now, I've got a couple of the 10th Gen i7s. I haven't bought this i9, and I've actually been eyeing the i9 10850K, but hey, might be a good idea to save the money, right? If these new Ryzens are as good as they're saying they are. So, effective speed, they're saying plus 2%. They've still got the i9 9900, or excuse me, i9 10900K first place. Now, I do have an i9 9900K, but that's no longer in the top 10, I believe. So we look here, memory average. This is one place where the good old Intel still wins, right? Then we start looking at the single core score here, 153 to 159. So what does that mean for you? I would say if you're doing Fortnite and you have this CPU and you jump to this one, you're going to see, if you're doing 1080p low, you may see as many as 10 extra FPS. This is sizable. Definitely sizable, folks. Now, quad core scores, Intel somehow beat them out there. But I'm sure for the multi-core, there is a ginormous advantage, yes, to the Ryzen 9. So that is pretty impressive there, folks. Power usage, this remains to be seen. Just, obviously using something like MSI Afterburner will give you a better idea of really who's using what power. Yours truly, sets his computers to power unlimited on Z490 motherboard, so I will see much greater than this at times. And most of the time you're seeing less than this, but sometimes you'll see greater, especially doing a benchmark. Over here, remains to be seen. But it should, on paper, take less of a cooler to keep it cool than this guy, right? Now, your overclock, easily, 5.2 out of this thing. Looks like 5.3. And I'm not a big fan of AMD's overclock. So if I buy one of these, probably won't see me overclocking it. But there you go, folks. These, honestly, I don't want to say it's a toss-up, but depending on the game, you may get better results with the Intel, all right? So don't discount Intel like this is going to be a slam dunk. There's other stuff going on in the CPU that may prove to make the Intel CPU better. Now, on paper, this looks like, most of the games you're going to play that this Ryzen 9 is going to be better than. Quite a few, may take advantage of higher quad core score, or even, not really this octa core, but you may see some games that really take advantage of this. And obviously, those of you that are doing CAD, animation, 3D rendering, things like that, know if your software is really going to take advantage of the multi-core score before you go invest all this money in it. Um, because of this difference, this could be significant if your computer actually will take advantage of it. I've done a lot of different things where I found there's really not that big a difference between a Intel 9th Gen i9 or a Intel 10th Gen i7 versus something like the Ryzen 9 3900X. Well, folks, that's going to do it for this video. Stay tuned for another video I'll do. I think I'll compare the 5800X possibly to the i9 10850K. That may be a little closer. And then maybe another one with the i7 10700K. Maybe I'll do both of them in the same video. We'll do the i5 10600K with the Ryzen 5 5600X. Thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.